Hare Krishna, my name is Vishwambar Chaitanya Das. I am a member of the International Society of Krishna Consciousness, and I'm here today to tell you how I joined. I'm laughing a bit because I was kind of born into the movement. My parents were devotees, and they were devotees before my birth, and which means that I probably heard the holy names and Krishna. I was probably introduced from beginning from when I was in the belly of my mother. Nevertheless, I have had my ups and downs, and I consider the time I joined being around 19. Really when I started chanting 16 rounds. I was in Vrindavan at the time. I had just finished my secondary studies. Just to give a bit of context, I grew up in Gurukul up to the age of 13, and then I went to outside school in Belgium, and really being part of a minority as Hare Krishnas, having a few, 2-3 friends who were also Hare Krishnas. I wanted to integrate into society at large, integrate with my school friends, and at the cost of I think almost all regulative principles except for meat eating. Nevertheless, I guess I hit rock bottom, or experienced these things and saw the shallowness of the pleasure in them, and I was open to something different, something higher. I think, so in Vrindavan my father suggested, why don't you go to do Bhakti Shastri, since you have nothing else to come back for. I finished my high school and I didn't know what I wanted to do in further studies or etc. So I said, okay, I don't know what Bhakti Shastri entails, but I'm keen. I had obviously memorized some verses as a child of the Bhagavad Gita, but not obviously, but I had no idea what the nectar of devotion would contain, or nectar of instruction, and Sri Isopanishad. So he kindly placed me on a plane with Kadambakananda Swami and Jayadvaita Swami. I was in a Swami sandwich, going from Vrindavan to the Delhi temple, staying in one room with Kadambakananda Swami, and then they took me to the airport, flew to Kolkata to Mayapur, and then I was taught by Jayadvaita Swami the Gita in Bhakti Shastri, and I was taught by Purnachandra Prabhu the other part of the Gita. Nectar of Devotion was taught by Kadambakananda Swami. Bhakti Brihad Mridanga Swami, he taught me Nectar of Instruction. And all in all, it was such a wonderful experience. It was combined with feelings of separation of my family and parents, which I had been not been apart from for a long time, and so those things made me think about their death and possibly my death, and I concluded I'd be better off knowing this philosophy, and in this way better being able to deal with their death or mine, or them being able to deal with my death if I'm acting like a devotee, or being a devotee, that would make it easier for them to see. And yeah, it came a bit somewhat natural. At the same time, it was ecstatic. I had really had a great time doing the Bhakti Shastri. It really made sense, and yeah, since then I haven't really turned back to that previous, let's say, the previous excursion I had into the material world. So yes, I'm here to stay. Thank you. Hare Krishna.